So far, we have worked exclusively with chords 1 and 5, which are also called the tonic and the dominant. Now we can introduce the concept of the predominant. So the predominant is chords which come typically before the dominant, and they include chords 4, which in C major is F major, and they also include chord 2, which in C major is D minor. These chords from the predominant category open up loads of possibilities, and so we're not going to try and attempt all of them. We're just going to work through enough that you can get started with your improvisations with them, and then you can explore them further with improvising. The one thing though to remember, and this should be a kind of guiding light for you as you do explore, is that we've got to now pay extra attention to the risk of parallels. That's parallel fifths and parallel octaves. So for example, if we're going from F major to G major, we've got to make sure not to have parallel fifths. So we're going to cover some examples, but we're not going to cover all of them, but that's what you kind of want to look out for when you're looking for the different possibilities. So we're going to look at chord 4 first of all, and we're going to learn a 4-chord pattern. I'm going to show you the pattern, and then we're going to isolate the bit that I really want you to pay attention to. So the pattern goes 1, 4, 5, 1. So it goes from chord C major to F major to G major and back to C. Now there's a trick that you can use to make sure that you don't use parallels when you're going from chord 4 to 5. This is a risky spot because it's very tempting to go 4, 5, which creates parallels and parallels. So the rule is this: if the bass is going up in root position, so if we're going from a root position 4 to root position 5, the bass is going up and the right hand goes down. That avoids all parallels and it works in any position. Okay, so now let's start at this position with C major, and to go to F major we're going to keep the common note between the two, which is C, and then the other two are going to move the shortest distance. Then the bass is going up to G, and because of our rule we're going to move the right hand down. And then we're going back to C, and the common tone is being held in the soprano, and we just go back to 1. So 1, 4, with the common tone being held. Now let's start up here. Common tone is here in the soprano, the other notes move, bass goes up, right hand goes down, and lastly, common tone is in the alto, bass goes up, right hand goes down, so in this memorization assignment we practice that 4-chord pattern of 1, 4, 5, 1 from the 3 starting positions. So we're now practicing chord 4 in the minor. Now in the minor, chord 4 is a minor chord. So when we go from chord 1 to 4, we go from a minor chord into chord 5, which is a major chord, because the dominant, chord 5, is we always make it major. So in this memorization assignment, we practice chords 1, 4, 5, 1 in all the keys in the minor. So in this improvisation assignment, we can now begin to incorporate chord 4. You already have lots of possibilities with just 1 and 5 alone, and now this just gives you a new one. Suppose you're going from chord 1 to 5, you can now go via chord 4. So I will quickly demonstrate this in C major, but I would like you to do these improvisations in all 12 keys. In this improvisation assignment, we incorporate chord 4 into improvisations that are in the minor. So if you're going from chord 1 to 5, you can do this via chord 4. Okay, so I'll give a quick demonstration in C minor, and you will do this in all 12 keys.